Let me start with a simple but unsettling question. Who is stronger? The man who shouts back at every insult, or the man who hears the insult, stays calm, and walks away untouched? Our world would often crown the loud one, but the Stoics would say otherwise. To them, the one who keeps his peace holds the real power. We live in noisy times. Opinions fly faster than we can think. Social media rewards outrage. The fastest voice, the angriest voice, gets the spotlight. Yet deep down, we know the person who cannot control their emotions is not strong. They are fragile. They're like a ship tossed around by every wave. True strength is quieter. It's the calm hand on the rudder, steady even in a storm. Marcus Aurelius understood this. Imagine him, emperor of Rome, armies at the border, senators plotting behind closed doors, plagues creeping through the city. If anyone had reason to panic, it was him. Yet, in his meditations, a private journal never meant for us to read, he wrote again and again, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Think about that. The most powerful man in the world reminding himself daily that real strength wasn't his crown or his legions, but his own mind. Now, let me bring this closer to home. A patient of mine many years ago was battling both illness and family tension. He told me something that struck me deeply. The hardest part isn't the pain. It's not letting the pain turn me bitter. He wasn't trying to conquer the disease or control his family. He was trying to keep his peace because he knew that if he lost that, he lost everything. His words have stayed with me. That's what the Stoics meant by strength. It's not about muscles or titles or the ability to silence others. It's about the discipline to not be ruled by anger, fear, or ego. Epictetus, born a slave, said it plainly. No man is free who is not master of himself. He had nothing. Yet he discovered a power many with wealth and armies never find. But let me clear a common misunderstanding. Peace is not passivity. It doesn't mean doing nothing or letting the world walk over you. It means choosing your battles carefully and never letting outside chaos steal your inner stability. When you are calm, your actions become sharper, wiser, more effective. Peace is not weakness, it is clarity in motion. Pause here for a moment. If this idea resonates with you, if you see the strength in peace, I invite you to help spread it. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. This way, you won't miss the next part of this journey, and you'll be helping others who are searching for calm in a restless world. So, let me ask you, how many times in your life have you reacted with anger or fear only to regret it later? And how many times have you held your peace and found that silence spoke louder than words? Which of those moments felt stronger? The Stoics knew the answer. And if you stay with me, we'll explore why peace isn't just a state of mind, it is the foundation of true strength. Have you ever noticed that the loudest people are often the weakest inside? The one who rushes to prove a point, who raises their voice in anger, who cannot sleep at night because of a single insult. That person may look strong, but in reality, they are fragile. True strength is not in how loudly we speak, but in how deeply we remain unshaken. The Stoics understood this long before modern psychology gave it language. Marcus Aurelius, emperor of Rome, faced endless criticism from generals, from citizens, even from his own family. Yet, he wrote in his meditations, "If you are pained by external things, it is not they that disturb you, but your judgment about them, and it is in your power to wipe out that judgment now." Think about that. The storm is never outside, the storm is within. And the one who learns to still the storm inside cannot be moved by anything outside. Let me tell you a story. An old monk once walked through a marketplace. People mocked him, called him names, even threw small stones at his feet. But he kept walking calmly, without anger, without reply. A curious young man asked him later, "Master, Why did you not respond? Why did you not defend yourself?" The monk smiled and said, "If someone offers you a gift and you refuse to take it, to whom does the gift belong?" The young man replied, "To the giver." "Exactly," said the monk. "So when people offer me anger, hatred, or insult, I do not accept it. It remains with them." This is the essence of Stoic peace. The insult, the attack, the criticism, it only hurts you if you pick it up and carry it in your heart. Otherwise, it passes by like wind over a mountain. And yet, isn't it true that most of us live as if every word is a stone thrown directly at us? We replay the comment from a colleague. We hold on to the harsh words of a loved one. We allow gossip or rejection to poison our mind for days, even years. But what if, just what if, we practice the Stoic way of letting it go? Not out of weakness, but out of inner mastery. Because when you stay calm, you remain in control. When you refuse to react, you keep your freedom. Seneca once wrote, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay. When something disturbs you, do not react immediately. Breathe. Step back. Let time clear the fog. What felt like an attack in the moment often becomes small, almost laughable, when viewed from the distance of calm." And here's the paradox. People may think silence is weakness, but in reality, it is the ultimate power. Anyone can shout, anyone can argue. But to stay composed while the world around you shakes, that is rare. That is true strength. So ask yourself, the next time someone offends you, will you take the gift and carry it? Or will you leave it where it belongs? Because a peaceful mind is not only strength, it is freedom. And once you taste that freedom, you will never go back to chains. If this message speaks to you, if you believe the world needs more calm voices in a noisy age, then support this channel. Like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear that silence can be stronger than noise and peace more powerful than anger. And now, let me leave you with a question. When was the last time you regretted staying calm compared to the many times you regretted reacting in anger? Let me ask you something. What truly exhausts you at the end of the day? Is it the work itself, or is it the endless worry, the hidden anger, the restless noise in your own head? Most people are not defeated by life, but by the battles they fight inside themselves. They replay conversations, rehearse arguments that never happened, and carry grudges like heavy stones in a backpack. No wonder they feel so tired. The Stoics saw this clearly. They knew that peace of mind is not a luxury. It is survival. Without it, no wealth, no success, no recognition can make you happy. But with it, even a simple life becomes rich. Consider Epictetus. Born a slave, crippled from birth, mocked for his weakness, yet he became one of the most respected philosophers in history. How? Because he refused to let external circumstances define his inner state. He taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Think of that. Freedom is not about status, money, or power. Freedom is about mastery over your own thoughts, your own reactions. I once heard a story of a retired soldier who lived in a quiet village. His neighbors often gossiped about him, whispering that he was strange, distant, or proud. But he never answered back. One day, a young villager asked him, "Why don't you defend yourself? Don't you care what they say?" The old soldier looked him in the eye and said, "I spent years on the battlefield. I learned that the real enemy is not the one outside. It is the fear and anger within. Once you conquer that, no arrow can harm you." That soldier understood what many of us forget. A peaceful mind is stronger than any shield. But let's be honest, it's not easy. To remain calm when insulted, to forgive when betrayed, to smile when rejected, that feels impossible. Yet this is the very path the Stoics invite us to walk. Not perfectly, but step by step. The next time anger rises, pause and ask yourself, is this worth my peace? The next time gossip tempts you, ask, do I gain anything by joining? The next time life feels unfair, remember Marcus Aurelius, You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Notice how all these lessons lead to one truth. Peace is not passive. It is an active discipline. It takes training, daily practice, and courage. Anyone can lose control. Few can master themselves. And that is why true strength looks quiet from the outside. It doesn't shout. It doesn't demand attention. It simply stands firm, unshaken, like a mountain that outlasts every storm. So, my friend, maybe it's time to ask yourself, what would my life look like if I stopped wasting energy on things that do not matter? How light would your heart feel if you set down the stones of resentment, fear, and judgment? Because here is the Stoic secret. The world may never give you peace, but you can choose it moment by moment, and in that choice lies a strength no one can take away. If this lesson resonates with you, if you find value in walking this path of inner strength, then I ask you, support this journey. Like this video, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom, and share it with someone who needs to hear that peace is not weakness, it is power. And now, a question for you. What is one thing you are ready to let go of today in order to protect your peace?